What's going on YouTube? Jimmy here from Wolfpack Reacts, and I'm back again with another video for you guys today. This one, excuse me, I got some stuff caught in my throat right now, man. I'm trying to get it out. Now, today's reaction can be a little bit different. It's going to be more of a reaction slash review, kind of a little bit of both. This song came on my Pandora the other day, and while I was working, I didn't really catch like all the lyrics to it. There was just a few parts that I did catch that I thought were really awesome. I really liked how they put it together. This one is definitely not the type of music we've had on this channel before. It's not rap, it's not rock, it's not metal. It's actually a country song by Brody called Cattleman's Gun. Now, it did sound pretty interesting on there. Like I said, I didn't listen to all the lyrics, didn't hear exactly what was going on. And we are going to be watching a lyric video, so I'm excited to see exactly what he's talking about on here. And yeah, real quick, if you guys haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, become part of the Wolfpack, get notified every single time, bring another badass reaction video to you guys, just like the one we're going to do today. Without further ado, without too much more rambling on about nothing, we're going to get in it. Like, I didn't think about it then. I just now thought about it because, honestly, I actually have The Longest Yard playing on the TV next to me. I have it muted right now so you guys don't hear that in the background. But that intro there reminded me of the intro to Longest Yard. Well, not really the intro, but when he's driving on the bus coming first to the prison. That's kind of funny.
He rode into town one dust storm, sheepskin cloak across his back. A preacher man with kind old eyes and a mystery for a past. He said he'd come to teach about the love of God, but he soon learned what they were missing there was justice and the law. There was a cattleman who claimed his clan owned all the land around, and any brave fool that might dispute, he was quick to snuff him out. He'd say, take my heed and you won't pay the price, 'cause honor and a name ain't worth a damn if you don't have your life.
Alright. So, pretty interesting. So far we've got the preacher man and a cattleman on here. So, interesting to see how this is going to go. And apparently the cattleman's saying he runs the town and everything. Everything there is his, and people do what he says. So, okay.
'Cause ain't nobody faster than this cattleman's gun. I'm a rattlesnake on the trigger. Your last stand will be lying in the sand, falling to the slam of my hammer.
It was that chorus right there that really kind of stuck with me. And that really just kind of caught on. I really like, ain't nobody faster than this cattleman's gun. You know, back in the Wild West days, they were known, a lot of them anyways, were known for their quick draw. You know, just being able to just quickly out of the holster, and then they slam that trigger. It wouldn't even, or slam the hammer. They wouldn't even pull the trigger. Like, you just slam the hammer right there, and that would pop off the round. You know, even though it says I'm a rattlesnake on the trigger, that was one of the things they used to do, is just real quick. Because you do two motions, bam, and you're slamming it as you're bringing it up. I thought that was really cool. You know, your last stand will be laying in the sand, falling to the slam of my hammer. That's what he's talking about, the hammer of the pistol, the hammer of the handgun there, the 6-shooter, and everything sending off that round. I really like that chorus.
So one man taught forgiveness while the other taught suffering. Preacher said deliverance could be found down on their knees. He'd say, I know you want justice and you want blood, But believe me when I say to you, don't try and be that man's judge.
Bring it back to that real quick. Let's get those lyrics on screen. Bam. Just that ending part, really. You know, I know you want justice and you want blood. Believe me when I say to you, don't try and be that man's judge. Pretty much the preacher's just saying, you know, what the good book says, what the Bible says. Nobody can judge but God. He is the only one that can judge you. You know, he has a final say at the end of the day. You know, when everything's all said and done, when you're lying 6 feet under the ground, your soul going on up, that's when you get judged. That's the only time you're going to be able to get judged. No, you're just a human. You're just a person. You don't have that right. Only one person has that right. So, Preacher Man coming on strong with the little subtle biblical threat there in a way, you know. Believe me when I say, don't try and be that man's judge. You don't want to do that. Tell him, preacher.
Don't try and be that man's judge, 'cause ain't nobody faster than a cattleman's gun. He's a rattlesnake on the trigger. Your last stand will be lying in the sand, falling to the slam of his hammer.
You know, reading through the lyrics here, I'm trying to figure out exactly. I think it might say something near the end. I don't really remember. But is the preacher man and the cattleman the same person? I don't know.
One day a young farmer brought his sons to town for feed, and he noticed that the streets were quiet, and he knew what that might mean. The smoke rose in the distance, his farm burned to the ground. He let the fury overtake him when Cattleman came back to town. His boys ran out from behind the crowd and watched their daddy die. The big man laughed and said, now look at that. Anybody else want to give it a try? Well, the church...
Okay, so they're two separate people. That answered my question. I thought it might have answered that. Just throwing that out there real quick, that my question just got answered.
Well, the church door was open with that black cloak flowing behind preacher's fiery eyes. He said, your ticket to hell is a-coming to you, and I got a hollow point to give you the ride. And the only thing faster than the cattleman's gun was the preacher man's hand and finger. He pulled iron from his side and let that bullet fly, beat the rattlesnake to the hammer. While the preacher embraced forgiveness, all they finally understood. Under that sheepskin cloak of his was a history of blood.
Alrighty. There's back up here. Got that kind of wolf in sheep's clothing thing going on. Alright. Man, that was awesome. Dean Brody, good job on that song, man. I definitely liked it. Like I said, I'd heard it once before, but I didn't really like listen to the lyrics on there. Just that chorus that really kind of caught my attention. It was really awesome. So yeah, pretty much said all I needed to or wanted to during the reaction there, during the pauses and everything. This is where you guys come in. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Become part of the Wolf Pack. Notified every single time. Bring a badass reaction to you just like this one here. That's about all I got for you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Right there. Working on that still.